What's going on, everyone? So the Lakers have a ton to figure out in this offseason. Obviously, they got to get the coaching down and they got to get that right. Obviously, you want to get a head coach before you do anything else, right? Because you want that head coach to kind of be in the fold, be in the mix, right? Be able to kind of give their opinion on certain players or draft picks or trades and whatnot to kind of, hey, like, is this a guy that kind of fits what the direction you want to go in your philosophies? And, is this kind of like you're a system guy for you? Lakers right now, you're every minute of every day, you're hearing this coach and that coach and this guy that's never been a coach and this guy that's, only been an assistant and whatnot. And I like that, right? The Lakers are casting a wide net and you want to see the wide net, right? You don't want to see the Lakers just settle. I know some people get burnt out on that kind of stuff, but it shows that the Lakers are doing their due diligence, that it's not just, Jason Kidd and Tyronn Lue, or it's JJ Redick. It's like, well, Jason Kidd just signed a contract extension. Tyronn Lue is probably right around the corner. And, it's like, okay, so I guess we're signing JJ, right? It's like, the Lakers need to get this right. They cannot afford to not get this right. But also beyond that, they need to figure out what's the plan? What are they going to do? Are they really kind of sold on we have to get another star, right? Or are they kind of open to, hey, let's go get several pieces, right? Maybe you can get, instead of going and getting a Trae Young, can you get, a DeJounte Murray and then maybe go trade for like a Lauri Markkanen or something, right? Like, and instead of basically selling the farm to go get one guy, maybe go get two guys and then go sign free agents. And it just, there's kind of two paths I see that the Lakers can go down. It's one is that third star route, which, again, I've talked about it. I don't really mind, right? To me, the Lakers, obviously, they have LeBron James and Anthony Davis. But the Lakers are kind of in this position where it's like, okay, we have to, obviously, A, build around Anthony Davis because he's our guy. He's the guy moving forward. And B, we also, we want to build a team that is capable of winning with these two guys, that raises our ceiling, but also, can help with our future down the road. That's why there's a lot of talks about a guy like Trae Young. Trae Young, I know a lot of people just want the Lakers to stay as far away from as possible. And look, I've talked about my concerns. I've talked about my questions with Trae. I'm not super big on the idea of Trae Young, but it's post LeBron. It's okay if we get Trae Young, right? It raises our ceiling. And, if LeBron, AD, and Trae can work and they figure it out, well, then we could be looking at a championship. But even if they don't, there's a little struggles. Well, post LeBron, we have the foundation now of Anthony Davis and Trae Young, and now we can put the complementary pieces around those guys, right? That's why the Lakers are looking at that other star. They want to get that younger star that can come in and kind of be a building block around Anthony Davis post LeBron James. But the problem is you still have LeBron James. Luckily, to an extent, the Lakers do, the things that you want around Anthony Davis, you also want around LeBron James. Legit 3-and-D guys, secondary playmaker or primary playmaker, whatever, right? You want a lot of the same things. So you can kind of kill two birds with one stone by creating the proper team. And like I mentioned, I'm not against the Lakers really kind of just flushing out and rounding out multiple pieces rather than just going for the big name, the big guy. I mean, you look at like Denver and you look at Minnesota, right? They're especially Minnesota. They're a team that is just so versatile and have so many various options, right? And they got just good size and switchability and versatility. The Minnesota Timberwolves are basically the standard right now of what teams want to be. Right? And, the Lakers, the 2020 model, essentially. Right? And you look at teams like Toronto they've been trying to build a team like that for 10 years. Maybe not that long, but since the Kawhi day, right? It's just, it's tough. It's not an easy task to do. But the problem that the Lakers really have more than anything is they got to get it right this year because they might not have another opportunity, right? With the new CBA and the new restrictions and the new rules and stuff, and LeBron likely signing a new max, right? Whether you go the third star route or you go with like high caliber depth, whatever direction they decide, that's probably going to be it. I mean, the Lakers are already 71 million over the cap, right? And it's very likely not going to change. So the Lakers would essentially be relegated down to basically vet minimums and the taxpayer mid-level essentially, right? So that becomes a problem in and of itself that the Lakers are going to have to navigate and figure out. But let's say even if they don't go the star route, let's say it's Lauri Markkanen and DeJounte Murray, right? And let's say your starting five is like DeJounte Murray, Max Christie, Lauri Markkanen, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis. It's a great starting five, right? Is that enough to win a championship, right? I think it might be, but if it's not, it doesn't work out, you're stuck, right? Because now you're not going to be able to. Now you're going to be limited on picks you can trade and how far out you can trade, and you're going to be limited on the type of trades you can make, right? Because now you can't kind of consolidate guys to make a trade, right? Like it just puts the Lakers in such a tough spot going forward as a cap team or a over the cap team that if they don't get this right, you really run the risk of now you're in trouble, right? So that also could be another reason why the Lakers may be looking to like, hey, well, if this is our last real swing, right, we might as well go get that star. Because then now at least we have that star rather than the alternative where it's like, okay, let's say they do go get DeJounte Murray and Lauri Markkanen, right? Again, just using these guys as an example, right? But like, let's say they go do something like that. And yeah, you have a solid roster, but LeBron leaves, you're still over the cap, you're still in trouble. And now you're in a position where you don't have any tradable assets. You don't have that second star. And is Anthony Davis, Lauri Markkanen, and DeJounte Murray enough to win a championship? Probably not, right? The idea is like those three guys would make you really good, but LeBron is the guy that would put you over the top, right? Because now you have your two stars. Where the Lakers might be looking at it as like, okay, if we get that other star, then we're good going forward, right? Even in a post-LeBron James era, right? We already have our stars. We don't have to worry about like, okay, well, we need to get another guy. How are we going to get another guy? Can't make any trades. We can't do this. We can't do that. We don't have any picks. We don't have anything, right? We can't even, package players together to go get a guy, right? We're stuck. And that's a real problem. So the Lakers are really going to have to weigh all this stuff and really kind of figure out how do they want to approach this? What direction do they want to go? And really what's the right direction? Because I mean, we all have our different opinions and different takes and stuff, but what are the Lakers looking to do, right? Are they looking to win right this second? Then I think you try to go with the multiple pieces route. If they're trying to raise the ceiling now, potentially win right now, and win long term, right, and have like the foundation going forward, then I think you go with the third star. It's kind of where I'm at with it. But it's kind of a fine line. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion. Pass a question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? What are your thoughts? Do you like the idea of like, no, just get what you can get now, and then the other star, whatever, you worry about that later on down the road, kind of kick the can down the road and deal with it later? Or do you think, no, go get that other star, right? Because look, I believe a 3-star model can still work. We've seen it work, right? It just depends on the pieces. Like a lot of people point to the Russell Westbrook situation. Like that was never going to work to begin with. That was always, it just didn't fit, right? I mean, even the Phoenix Suns, said from day, as soon as they traded for Bradley Beal, I said that was it. That was the death sentence for them, right? Because they basically just got three pieces that don't make sense, don't fit, and are all essentially the same player in different scales, right? And especially Devin Booker and Bradley Beal play the same position and are essentially the same guy. Like, it's tough. But again, I feel whatever your thoughts are. I'd love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. So we enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one.